Good evening, everybody. Well, let me tell you, today was a unique experience going estate sale shopping in a different state. I I got there early, and back in Texas, if you get there early and it's a big estate sale, they usually have numbers set outside the front door, and you could go get your number, and then you can go sit in your car or go away if you're there that early and come back and you get your number. Well, there was tons of cars and I had to park a block away. So I decided, well, I've only got a half hour. I'm going to walk up to the front door and I'll just wait at the front door. Well, I get to the front door and there's all these things on the ground. There's like a Bic pen, a lighter, a squishy thing, a G.I. Joe, a penny, and they're all lined up. And then there's a lady sitting at the front, and she's like, I was here at 6:30. I'm number one. And I'm like, okay. I said, what are all these things? And she goes, well, when people come, they set an item down to save their spot. I was like, and then the guy next to me said, last week there was an actual fist fight because somebody accused somebody of moving the marker. And I'm thinking, I think taking the numbers is a safer bet. So it was interesting. I only bought 3 things, and I spent more than I normally would, but the comps on them looked really good. And they're in the car right now, otherwise I'd take it out and show you, but I have a really bad headache. I'm at my brother's house and we're due to get rain, and I have got a headache that won't stop and my neck hurts. So I'm downstairs in my bedroom. And so I just got a couple things there. And then I came home and made dinner because my brother is severely tied up. He hurt his elbow with an infection that needed draining, and then he had an infection on his toe. He's diabetic and has already lost a toe, and he didn't tell anybody he had a wound on his toe where he had lost the first toe. So he's been in ICU for 10 days, and then he was in a rehab facility to get him to learn how to walk with a bad foot and a bad arm. So he has this contraption that he has to use. And his wife had taken all the time off while he was in the hospital. So I came so I could cook meals and help them out a little bit. And came home and made dinner and laid down for a little bit. And then after dinner, my dear husband took me to a shop we don't have in Texas, at least not in our neck of the woods, but they do in Arizona. And every time I go to Arizona, I have to go to Savers. I hear a lot of YouTubers say they go to Savers, and I'm always jealous. But I went to Savers. I was disappointed in their prices because they were pretty pricey compared to like when I'm used to going to Arizona. But my husband asked if they had like color day or whatever, and they said no, but on Tuesdays it's 30% off your entire purchase if you're 55 or older. Well, this is one of those times you're proud to be 55 plus, right? So I found some things. I did buy a mug tonight because I didn't want it to be gone. And I found some other things, and I know where they are. So tomorrow morning we're going to get there when they open. And I will do a video as I go through the store. Actually, I think I'll have my husband video me so I can look at prices and show you what they had. Because the videos I took tonight were too choppy, and I was trying to look at prices, which means the camera was aimed down and aimed up, and it just wasn't good quality. So tomorrow, now that I know the layout of the store and I know where I want to go, it'll be easier for him to follow me with my camera. But I did get a vintage end table. It's round and it has a really cool design on the front. And then I've got a cast iron like child stove, and it has all these pieces to it. It's really cool, and I spent a lot more money than I wanted to, but all the comps that have sold for this particular item are double of what it was. So hopefully somebody will find it as interesting as I did. But I'm going to show you a picture here of the line of little toys that hold people in place. So I just thought it was really funny. And hey, different parts of the country do different things. So it was fun to talk to people, and I just ran in, saw these two fairly expensive things. It was the first day of the sale, and if you don't take it and you think you really want it, then you're never going to get it. There was a box of match cars, and I thought the sticker said each car was $18, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. And then the lady points to me and she goes, it says entire box $18. And there was probably about 20 cars in there, and then a matchbook box, match car box. And she had the nerve to pick it up and say, well, it's mine now. Oh well, I'm not into cars that much, but I was disappointed. But hopefully my finds will pay out in the long run. So let me show you now the first part of my video before I went into the sale. Good morning, everybody. I am in Kansas, and I am going to an estate sale on a Monday. This is unique. I haven't been to an estate sale on a Monday. It's the first day, and of course, when I travel, I always have to pull up my app and see if there's an estate sale. So the cars are lined up down the street, and I have 20 minutes. Well, actually a half hour. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I get, and I will be back to show you.
So happy for, they're happy with their services and stuff. I said, oh, so happy for, they're happy with their services and stuff. I said, oh.
So those were the lined up toys or items people used to save their spot in line. So I will be back tomorrow and show you my haul from the estate sale as well as Savers. Have a good evening.